So it'll be interesting to see if that little downward trend continues for a little bit, or if we start to get just like interest rates, people are like, let's go buy a house. So Sam, how are you this week?
Yeah, pretty good. It's a bit rainy out there, but it's a good day still.
Yeah, hopefully a bit better for the weekend. It's all good. So mate, let's get into it. New Zealand real estate news. You're covering off residential this week. So
yes.
What have you got for us?
Yeah, so the latest house price stats came in from the Real Estate Institute. On sales, there was about 4,300 sales during the month of June, which is pretty low for a typical June, and particularly if you look into the Auckland market, pretty low sales volumes.
Yep.
And on the pricing side, overall for New Zealand, it was down 4 months in a row now.
Crazy.
So we think that's kind of like the downward pressure coming up from that build-up of homes still on the market.
Yeah. There was like that little bit of glimmer that we're starting to see there, right? Like around interest rates and that.
Yeah, I think the tone of the Reserve Bank's announcement last week is kind of setting kind of expectations around when those cuts will come in.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if that little downward trend continues for a little bit, or if we start to get just like interest rates, people are like, let's go buy a house.
Yeah, a bit of a boost.
Yeah. Oh, that's super interesting, eh? So for me, right, I've got commercial, and again, you're going to laugh because I've got the NZ office market update, which the Bayleys Insights team just published, and that was Sam and Eos from our team that were going hard on that. So I'm just going to steal your credit for that.
All good.
But mate, so these are the themes that I got out of it. So this report's a little bit different to probably the other ones in the market because we've got 25 urban areas covered. So it's like pretty much all in New Zealand. Flight to quality is kind of the trend across every market. So tenants want better office space. Seismic, big issue in Wellington in particular, and then other things like sustainability. And then Sam, like you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the trend that I sort of spotted was this like rising vacancy in a lot of markets, and in particular that tranche of sublease space in the kind of modern part of Auckland CBD.
Yeah, we sat down and chatted with Matt Lamb and filmed a video. He was kind of talking about a lot of sublease opportunities coming up, and they're pretty significant spaces.
Yep.
So it's kind of a good time in the market if someone's looking.
Yeah, it actually is, because like you've got I think Spark, they've got a huge sublease available in the market, and then just across from us, like literally out the window, we've got Datacom has I think a floor in there, so there's actually some pretty cool opportunities around the place at the moment, which is exciting. Yeah, and then mate, we'll jump onto Sales Snapshot this week. So Sam, what's our theme?
So we've gone with hardworking commercial as our theme.
Sweet, that like classic like industrial headline.
Yeah.
And mate, do you want to kick us off with your sale this week?
Yeah, so I've got 37 Buchanans Road in Sockburn, Christchurch, a strategic industrial investment with upside. This is a 1980s industrial warehouse complex, fully leased, multi-tenanted investment in a popular location. So this one was marketed by Nick Ostyke and Sam Stone from Bayleys Christchurch and sold for 6.2 million.
Yeah, it's cool, and you can tell that like yard that it's hardworking, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got something that actually looks vaguely similar, but up in Auckland. So I've got 1, 3 and 7 Inlet Road in Takanini. So this is 4 industrial buildings totaling about 13,000 square metres. It's on a 3.24 hectare light industry zone site right next to the Southern Motorway. This one was quite cool because it was transacted with a partial 2-year lease back from the vendor. And this one was marketed by Sun Urbana, James Hill, Shane Snyder from Bayleys, South Auckland, sold for 26 million. So it's like a whopper of a sale there. But yeah, you can see how that's just going to be like a really strategic holding for someone. Yeah,
cool.
So kind of a little bit exciting, eh? So next up, Sam, we have our latest poll results, and this one's a little bit different, right? I think the theme for this was around, again, that migration pattern and how it's impacting the market. And so we actually went out to our own agents to see what they were seeing at the coalface. And so Sam, do you want to give us a little bit about like the question and the finding?
Yeah, so we surveyed and got responses from about 350 residential agents across the Bayleys network. And the question was, have you noticed any changes in the number of listings by vendors who are relocating overseas?
Yep. So that sort of supply side.
Yeah, exactly. And the results were pretty much 75% said normal or like no noticeable change. 21% said more listings and percent said less listings.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Yeah, like there's been a lot of commentary around how migration might be impacting things, and I guess we've got that net gain in migration coming through generally. But yeah, interestingly, around 20% of our brokers are saying that, yeah, they're seeing like a bit more listing by vendors going offshore. Yeah, so I guess that one will be fun to watch as the migration pattern changes, because if you look at the latest results, it's showing the net migration gains actually coming down quite a bit. So maybe at some point we'll actually get almost like a change in dynamic. Yeah, no, very cool, mate. Next off we go offshore with our global partner night, Frank. And so I've actually got the global content this week. So it's just a little interesting little piece that was picked up by the Wall Street Journal, which is the latest prime global rental index. And what our partner night, Frank, does, and we contribute to it, is they look at the monthly rents for properties around the world to sort of see what's most expensive. And interestingly, the most expensive city, if you're looking for like a high-end rental, is Monaco. And price rate is about $20,000 per month for 1,000 square feet property. So it's like a 100 square meter apartment type of thing is going to cost you about $20,000 a month. And the next highest was Hong Kong at about 14,000, and then it quickly drops down into like the tens with Singapore. And yeah, Sydney, for reference, which was like on this nice little stack, was about 7,000. So Monaco is nearly 3 times the price.
Pretty insane numbers, eh?
Yeah, it's like crazy, eh? And the Wall Street Journal was basically saying how if you think Manhattan's expensive, go over to Monaco and like, yeah, get completely whipped. So yeah, very
nice, interesting.
A little bit different, eh? And then so, Sam, to wrap up, we've got property of the week, right? So, mate, what have you got for us this week?
Yeah, so this week I've got 1801 at 1 Grays Avenue in Auckland. This is the Sky Garden penthouse, 4-bedroom and 4-bathroom penthouse apartment with 360 views across the skyline, and a pretty cool like sky garden feature. Complete with a 6-car garage and 2 EV chargers, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, sweet.
If you're interested, this one's being marketed by Paula Hawford, Susie Wigglesworth, and Nathan Carpick from Bayleys Auckland Central.
Yeah, that one's actually really cool. So we went through that with the developer John Love, and the Sky Garden in particular is like really different. And yeah, just real cool.
Real cool property.
Real cool property.
Yeah, what have you got?
Mate, I've got something like chalk and cheese. So I'm down in Wanaka. I've got 280 Wanaka-Mount Aspiring Road. So this is unrivaled lakeside legacy. So it's Barn Pinch, which is one of New Zealand's finest legacy estates. 34 hectares above the stunning shores of Lake Wanaka, 10-minute drives from central Wanaka, and it's of course a waterfront site with some pretty cool options on it. So if you want to learn more about this one, contact Graham Donaldson, Jesse Painga, or William Wallace from Bayleys Christchurch.
Cool pick.
Yeah, sweet. So Sam, we'll wrap it up here.
Awesome.
Yeah, sweet. And yeah, we'll go see you guys next week. See ya.